With the first pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Trevor Lawrence.
The Cincinnati Bengals select Joe Burrow.
The Arizona Cardinals select Kyler Murray.
All right, Osi. A life-changing moment is going to happen in Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas.
On April 28th for a lot of players in college football. It is called the NFL Draft in
Viva Vegas, baby. Las Vegas.
Man, I'm telling you, man, the draft is a special time for a lot of players. Life is going to change. Some players have been drafted high. I'm sitting across from one. Some players,
relatively
high. The first 2 rounds will be considered the high point of the draft.
Relatively, yeah.
Yes. You are considered, if you're drafted in the first 2 rounds, you are expected to be a starter and a significant producer for that team.
Really?
Yes.
First 2 rounds.
First 2 rounds.
That's interesting.
That is the investment.
That's the philosophy.
That's the philosophy and the investment they have put in you, and you panned out, sir.
I did. But I tell you what, though, it's amazing how many of those guys don't pan out.
Absolutely.
Those general managers and scouts must be horrible at their job.
I guess that's why it's in Vegas this year, because it is a gamble.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Remember when you were shooting the dice off my shoe? Let's see what happens.
Just taking a shot. But that's exactly what you're doing with the information you're giving. You never know how a player is going to turn out. But from a player's perspective, how important is it to be drafted in the NFL?
Oh, it's incredible. I think when you think about being drafted in the NFL, this is a moment that kids, adults, everybody has dreamed about for almost their entire lives. And then all of a sudden you wake up and then it's the night of. You understand? You're like, oh my goodness, my whole life has the ability to change today. And for a lot of people, it actually does change. It is an incredible feeling to get drafted. It's an incredible feeling to even not get drafted. They get that phone call to say you're going to be a free agent going to a football team. It's nothing better than that, J. Bell.
You're right, Osi. And what I love about why it's a celebration is because for the players, it is a culmination of everything they've done their whole entire life to get to that point. And it is something that you want to celebrate. You want to have that experience with your friends and family. And that's exactly what happens. Now, Osi, if you are drafted in the top 5, top 10 in the NFL draft, what does that mean to you as a player?
Chalupa. That means your pockets are going to be heavy, J. Bell, first and foremost.
Yeah, more guaranteed money.
That, there's no doubt about that. That's where a lot of the money is. I mean, that's where a lot of the money used to be. You remember those days when those guys were coming out, those number 1 through 5 picks getting 50, 60 million bucks? The NFL changed that. It's not like that anymore. But back in those days, oh my goodness, that was life-changing money. But still, they're still getting a tremendous amount of money right now. And right now, when you get drafted at that level, at that point, you know you are supposed to be the cornerstone. You are the franchise player for your football team, and you must deliver, Jason.
You're right. You get more money. There's more of an investment in you. So what does that give you, Osi, as a player? Time. Time to make sure you become the player they want you to, but there is a lot of pressure on you.
More money, more problems.
More money, more problems.
Right?
Everybody in that organization needs you to succeed because their name is on the line for picking you, like you said before, about the crapshoot of the first round. The draft is upon us, and for those who don't get drafted like me, it doesn't matter, Osi.
Yep.
You know why? You go out there and you fight. And you fight your way on that roster. Because if you make the team and you last long enough, nobody cares if you were drafted or not.
Nobody cares, man.
It's all about how you play. But celebrate the NFL draft. I'm excited for these kids. I hope you are too, my brother.
Absolutely.